Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumera Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister says the federal government is committed to play its due role in development and progress of Karachi in view of public welfare. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information says the government believes in freedom of media. The National Assembly was informed today that steps are being taken to contain and control coronavirus in the country. About 5,000 people have been killed while 135,000 other people infected by coronavirus across the world. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh acts of state terrorism have martyred a youth in Baramulla district today. In the Pakistan Super League, Multan Sultans will take on Peshawar Zalmi at Karachi this evening. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the federal government is committed to play its due role in development and progress of Karachi in the view of public welfare. He was chairing a review meeting in Islamabad today regarding completed and ongoing projects of federal government for the development of Karachi. The Prime Minister was briefed about the progress on 162 billion rupees development packages announced by the federal government. The Prime Minister said increase in exports is vital for economic development and it is necessary to improve port and transportation facilities in Karachi to achieve this objective. He said Karachi is an engine of growth in country's economy. Punjab Minister for Housing and Urban Development Mia Mohammad Rashid called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today. He apprised the Prime Minister about the progress of Naya Pakistan housing project in Punjab. The Prime Minister directed to launch a rural housing project, completion of procedure for the approval of affordable housing rules, as well as ensure the provision of facilities to the private sector in Naya Pakistan housing project. Meeting of the National Security Committee is underway in Islamabad with Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. The meeting is to formulate a strategies to deal with coronavirus. Minister for Education and Professional Training Shafqat Mahmood has said that all possible steps are being taken to contain and control spread of coronavirus in the country. Responding to points raised by parliamentarians, he said government is vigilant and closely monitoring and scrutinizing the situation besides taking appropriate steps to check the pandemic. He said around 1 million people were screened at different airports of the country while diagnostic kits were provided at various hospitals. Earlier, PMLN leader and former Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi demanded of the government to take spread of coronavirus seriously and convene a joint sitting of the parliament to evolve a comprehensive strategy to counter this epidemic. Parliamentary Secretary on Aviation Division Jameel Ahmed Khan informed the House that Pakistan International Airlines has rescheduled a flight to bring back Pakistan citizens from Saudi Arabia this Sunday. The House has now been prorogued. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has decided to close all the educational institutions across the province for next 15 days as a precautionary measure against coronavirus. Briefing new persons in Peshawar today, advisor to the Chief Minister on Information Ajmal Wazir said the cabinet decided to close all the hostels of educational institutions. Gilgit-Baltistan government has also decided to close all public and private educational institutions till 31st of this month to prevent coronavirus spread. The death toll from the coronavirus pandemic has risen to 5,043. According to an AFP tally, a total of 3,176 people have died in China, followed by 1,016 in Italy and 514 in Iran, the three countries with the highest number of deaths. Since coronavirus COVID-19 was first detected in December last year, more than 134,300 people have been infected in 121 countries and territories. Meanwhile, coronavirus pandemic has hit politicians, sports and showbiz stars across the globe. According to Reuters, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's wife, Australia's Minister for Home Affairs, and a Chelsea soccer player are among new cases of the coronavirus. Army Promotion Board has elevated 36 brigadiers to the position of Major General. The meeting of the board was held with Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa in the chair at General Headquarters in Rawalpindi. This is Radio Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said that Pakistan is committed to transform the brotherly bilateral relations with Qatar into a robust political and economic partnership. He was talking to the outgoing ambassador of Qatar to Pakistan, Sakhr bin Mubarak MS Al Mansouri, in Islamabad today. The president said the bilateral trade has registered marked improvement following the trade linkage between Karachi and Hamad ports and opening up of Qatari food market for Pakistan. Highlighting the investment-friendly regime in Pakistan, he emphasized that Qatar could take advantage of emerging investment opportunities in Pakistan, especially in the context of CPAC. The president appreciated the important role of Qatar in hosting Afghan peace talks and commended its valuable support to the peace agreement. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan, says the government strictly believes in freedom of media and is taking all-out steps to facilitate the media community. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad this afternoon, she said rule of law and empowering state institutions is the essence of Prime Minister Imran Khan's 22 years long struggle. The special assistant said state institutions are playing their unbiased role under the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan. However, she regretted that to link the arrest of a media owner by NAB with the freedom of media is unethical. Special Assistant on a National Security Division and Strategic Policy Planning, Dr. Moeed Yusuf, says Pakistan stands with Afghan-owned and Afghan-led political resolution of Afghan conflict. Talking to a high-level delegation of former officials and senior civil society activists of Afghanistan in Islamabad today, he said Pakistan would like to see our brotherly country, Afghanistan, as a prosperous, united, and democratic country. The delegation appreciated Pakistan's efforts in promoting peace in Afghanistan. In occupied Kashmir, Indian troops, in their fresh acts of state terrorism, have martyred one Kashmiri youth in Baramulla district today. According to Kashmir Media Service, the troops martyred the youth unidentified as Mudassir Ahmed Butt during a cordon and search operation in Shutlu area of the district. In a statement in Srinagar today, the Jammu and Kashmir Youth Social Forum General Secretary, Advocate Asif Ahmed Baba, strongly condemned the Indian authorities for their inhuman behavior with illegally detained Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front Chairman Mohammad Yasin Malik. The UN Human Rights Council has been briefed on the prevailing situation in occupied Kashmir and gross violations of international law by India in the territory. The briefing was given during a session of the Council in Geneva by members of Kashmir delegation, including representatives from Azad Kashmir and occupied Kashmir. The briefing comes amid growing international pressure on India over its rising state terrorism in the occupied valley. Iran has warned the United States of taking dangerous actions after U.S. forces launched airstrikes targeting pro-Iranian armed group in neighboring Iraq. In a statement, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Abbas Mousavi urged U.S. President Donald Trump to reconsider the presence and behavior of U.S. troops in Iraq. Earlier, the U.S. military launched airstrikes against 5 Iran-backed militia weapons storage facilities in Iraq. In the 27th match of Pakistan Super League, Multan Sultans will take on Peshawar Zalmi in Karachi today. The match will start at 7 in the evening. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, partly cloudy weather with chances of rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected in northeast Punjab and Kashmir. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.